Okay, local recording's up. And Twitch stream's up.
Hey!
There we go.
Hello, the internet. How are you doing today?
What? We're broadcasting to the internet? Damn it.
Nobody
They
told
know our
me.
every move.
I wanted to upload to the intranet.
We should set up a dark web stream.
You say that.
That just seems like a bad idea waiting to happen. Just saying.
Tor is slow AF. Streaming over Tor is rude. I would not recommend.
Also got all my character stuff up, ready to go. Got everything.
I'm good to go.
Got listening to my jams.
Not listening to the
What?
jams on Roll20.
Rude? I went to so much effort to load up an old playlist. I mean, come up with a new playlist.
I'm actually
Yeah,
having a problem with
you're
Roll20, and I actually just realized this the other day. I only hear music through Roll20 when I am hosting a game.
That is weird.
Yeah, and it's a new problem too, because in your previous campaign I was hearing the music just fine.
Uh,
But
I mean, I assume you've checked your settings, that you didn't accidentally put the volume to nothing or something?
yeah, no, it's I don't have any controls over the jukebox or anything like that. I can't mute it or unmute it or
Yeah.
anything. It's just like I actually have my hopefully no one like texts me or anything because I will go deaf. But I have my non-voice input set to maximum on my little audio controller thing, and I hear nothing. And I thought I was hearing music like earlier. I guess I just hallucinate tunes. Okay, there's worse madnesses.
There's still like and under the settings thing, there's still a volume level you can adjust, even if you're just a player.
Mm-hmm.
Try reconnecting real quick.
And you can do it however you like, because the only one whose audio out from everyone else matters is me, since I'm recording.
Anyway,
Anyway,
yes.
I'll figure that out later.
Allow me to do a brief moment of scene setting, because I realized I hadn't actually done that. And no, this is not because I hadn't actually come up with a scene. I don't know what you're insinuating. Shut up. You are all on Mars.
Okay.
Specifically, you are in one of the of these super high-rise buildings. I don't know if the old term arcology survived, but would be appropriate. Basically, a building that's a whole town in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And you are on basically an area or a floor. Well, it's not a single floor. It's part of this building that is at least currently under control by TTI. And under control, I mean that they are, probably renting it, not that they have conquered it or something. This is not this kind of building. Thinking about it though, I could totally see something like that happening.
Which company, though?
But anyway, yeah. So it's not a TTI corp town, but this part of this super huge building is controlled by TTI.
Okay.
So that is the general situation.
So one of TTI's few remote branches.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay.
And with the scene thusly set, who would like to do the recap?
I'll go for it.
Okay.
So, what happened was the group all met together. Basically, while they were being given their paperwork to file, like, oh, sign here because you're an employee now, we were rushed off to combat and had to stop some invaders who were breaking down the front door. We did as thus. And right when we hit to the point where we're obviously winning, we realized we were in a not quite holodeck. And we passed our inspection.
Well,
Well,
it's a little bit more after that.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, we actually made some discoveries about the nature of the research being done here. Mostly that the focus was on bioengineering, and what would be the bit of a side tangent? What would be the term for focusing on engineering bioprobes?
that is a good question.
There's a term for that was in Sound and Silence. I just forget it off the top of my head.
I do not know either.
I'll look that up later. But they were bioengineering.
Shape-shifting.
Hey,
I fixed
Fraser is
it.
working.
Yay!
I figured out the thing. Yeah.
Yay!
Well, yeah, they basically were. We basically learned that they were making shape-shifting bioprobes.
Yes, they're adorable little gooey black spider things that skitter away and turn into coffee mugs.
Among other things, it's not just those. They were doing all sorts. They were doing all sorts of work with experimental bioprobes here.
That's all that Haneker focused on because she wants one.
That's a fair reason to, too.
As a side note, Yin,
Yeah.
I loved your expressions when you realized that I had put a mimic there.
Yes.
It's like, oh, that's brilliant. Here, just, put another black demon thing in from space. Yeah, brilliant plan.
Also, the mental image. Oh, that's really cute, but terrifying.
Yes.
Anyway, yes, indeed. You are in a little research institute that deals with bioprobes.
Alright. And I believe we were being dragged off to our first assignment for reals this time.
I should
For realsies, though.
here because it's a much nicer
took a
view.
lot of restraint.
There we go.
You have a
Looks
decent
much
mic
better.
when the audio feedback is just high enough on your earbuds that it'll set off your microphone. Just enough so the Facer goes, "Hey, are you talking? You look like you're talking." No, you're just too sensitive, and I don't know how to fix you properly. I'll play with it later.
Okay. Anyway. So yeah, who remembers the details of your assignment?
Essentially, our job is to run site security and also containment, if I remember correctly. Our job is essentially to make sure things don't get in or out. And we were going to... There was something else.
Mm-hmm.
Short answer is the specific details, no. The general, yes.
Secure, contain, protect.
That would be a very TTI organization.
I'm glad.
It would be, yes.
I'm glad someone else said it.
Okay. Technically, your job description is on-site security.
Mm-hmm.
However, there was more.
Mhm.
That was the note we ended on last time. There has recently been a problem with bioprobe behavior. Bioprobes have been behaving out of the ordinary. And as a I forgot what I named the doctor.
Shoot, I lost my notes because I'm not using the Google Doc character sheet.
I remember Simon.
Yeah, it's Simon spelled like Syman.
Yeah, but what was his last name?
Finnegan. No, I actually straight up don't remember, but Simon Finnegan sounds like a cool name.
Well, I failed to take proper notes myself. Actually, he was a Blue Jay. I remember that much.
Yes.
Oh, that wasn't Simon. Simon was the one that told us to stop shooting.
Oh yeah, that was the
Yes.
the
That
chief,
told us to.
the security chief of the place.
Yeah. That guy.
I honestly don't remember the name of the scientist. And I feel like a terrible person.
I'm bad with names, so I'm just used to it at this point.
I can tell you
yeah.
right now, like, you know, what kind of person he was, how his, all kinds of things like that, but I couldn't tell you his name. Hell's
Yeah.
wrong with me.
As somebody who's worked as a barista for like a decade, I'm just like, oh, you're double tall cappuccino. Hi. It's been exactly 2 weeks since I've seen you. I don't
Do
remember. your
people
name.
appreciate that or no?
I mean, it's not unusual. I remember several, from for those of you who don't know, I play miniature war games, and there are quite a few people I don't know by name but by army.
Oh, hello, Necrons. Hello, orcs.
It's totally not unusual to go by the shop. Hey, that guy. What guy? The guy with the Necrons and the orcs and the Tau and the really nice converted demon army. Yeah, the guy.
Oh, the
But
guy with the
nobody
pink
know-
orcs.
But nobody knows what his name is.
Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, Simon was like our liaison, hiring liaison, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Well, he is like I said, he is like the security chief in there,
Mm-hmm.
and boop. There, now this way I can take notes. And that he was a German Shepherd because I am not against stereotypes.
Especially when they are adorable and good voice.
Bork.
Orc.
Okay.
Did we currently have a active assignment, or are we going to be essentially kind of hanging around?
I think we're just security guard people things.
Okay. I was getting to that. We got sidetracked on the name issue. Like I said, you were hired as basic on-site security people,
Mm-hmm.
but you are getting an assignment. Like I said, that's what we ended on.
Cool.
The doctor basically said, yeah, bioprobes have been starting to behave weirdly. You guys go find out why.
Okay. Cool.
And we haven't gotten information beyond that.
Not yet, because that's where we ended last time.
Okay.
Okay. Good lord, the crows are loud today.
Thankfully, do not screw them.
Alright, so let's see.
I come up with a name.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in the text chat. I was scrolling up to try and find if we left anything in there, but no.
Shame.
The only thing I wrote was sigh.
Yeah. I actually missed that the first time, so I just saw that.
I could just look into the recording of last time.
Eh.
But then that'd be cheating.
That would be taking the coward's way out. Anyway.
Real men retcon things.
Boldly, unapologetically, retcon.
You haven't run a game until you've inadvertently erased half of the continuity.
This is the next. This is my own original character, X.
Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, that's what the doctor basically says. Yeah, bioprobes have been behaving weirdly. You get to find out why.
Oh boy.
And basically just beams at you and looks at you very expectantly, as if you already have the answer.
Well, do you have a timetable for this? Like, what's the plan here?
He looks at you kind of surprised. And at that point, the security chief rolls his eyes. It's okay. I'll take care of it, Doctor. You go back to work. I'll brief them. And all right, brief them. That's a great idea. You should do that.
Oh, bless his little heart.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying.
Haneker just kind of.
Trying.
Haneker has been kind of regarding the objects on the desk with like this. I don't trust these anymore expression. The moment the word briefing is mentioned, she's like, "Oh yeah, we have a job to do."
I have the just mental image
Yes.
of you giving everything one quick poke. Over and
Just
over again.
everything. Just poke it. Just a little bit. Just poke it a little and be like, "Are you you? Are you the you you're supposed to be? You better be."
You're not far off.
Cause I swear, if you're not you, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But you're not gonna like it.
Fill the room with lead.
Not hit anything.
You hit things.
The
barrel?
wall, plant, barrel, the floor, the ceiling. Anyway.
Okay. Well, the security chief person guy, it's like waving you to follow him,
Okay. I'll follow along.
and he takes you into a sort of conference room-ish thingy, which you guess is what they use for briefing.
How original, a conference room.
What that is the Discord chat, Raznir.
Will do.
What
You'll see. Carry on.
do I want to see?
Are you causing trouble?
No.
Okay. He says, well, here's the situation. it's like the doctor said. We had few problems with bioprobe behavior. Without getting too deep into the technical parts, because frankly I don't really understand them myself. There's all sorts of things that govern bioprobe behavior. Most bioprobes are, let's say, very simple when it comes to intelligence, and that's all they need. You don't have to be very smart when your job is to illuminate an area. And in that way, they're not very different from programmed machines. You know, they're a set of parameters that govern their behavior, and it's most of the stuff is fairly simple. If this happens, do that. You know. However, since they are still living things, there's still things we have to contend with. There's always the capacity for more than we intended, despite the best behavioral modifiers. You can't account for every situation, and some bioprobes need to be smarter than others.
Not all bioprobes are created equal.
Well, of course not.
A universal bioprobe. That just sounds silly.
You know, a cleaning bioprobe doesn't need to be any smarter than your basic cleaning robot. No, it stays in its little corner, or wherever you keep it, and at regular intervals it goes around and cleans. A combat bioprobe obviously needs to be a bit more sophisticated than that.
And the more sophisticated, the more likely it's going to cause a problem. Not because it means to cause a problem. They don't generally have that kind of intent, do they?
Again, it depends on the bioprobe. Some bioprobes are at least potentially as intelligent as a vector. You're not gonna have a conversation with your basic cleaning bioprobe. But I've seen some ship bioprobes that you could actually talk to, and they will talk back. Even the very simple bioprobes, like I said, they're still living things, and despite the best behavioral modifiers, there's still the capacity for more. And there are all sorts of, let's call them triggers. You know, could be visual, could be pheromones. And
jabbing it in the side with a stick.
Well, yeah, that is very likely to cause a reaction. But yeah, we do not know why or what, but there have been a few cases cropping up that of bioprobes behaving in a way that they should not. Too many to be isolated cases.
Hanneker raises a paw.
Yes?
Are they all behaving strangely in the same way, or are we talking just a deviation from baseline?
The latter.
Okay. So it's not like someone's all overriding or telling them to do something specific or act out. It's just they're just
jeez.
being weird.
Impossible to say for now.
Oscar's face screws up in a very concerned expression at that idea.
Most of this is just going over you's head.
Well, I would like you to take a look at the most recent case. A maintenance bioprobe, let's call it malfunctioned, in a shutdown research complex. It has been disabled, but there hasn't been an investigation yet because we are, as you may have heard, we are kind of understaffed here, which is why we hired you.
Henniker kept like, "Hey, that's me!" beams.
So he types it on his toggle case, and a moment later, all your toggle cases are doing the beep 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 thing, and you have received like an address, or however you would call that in an ecology. Don't know if you would call it an address or well, I have no idea, but
a location is known to us now.
This is the place. Go there. Do the thing.
Okay. Anything that we should be aware of as far as the situation currently?
Keep an eye out.
Okay.
Like I said, we do not yet know why this is happening. Anything could be important.
Keep an eye out so you don't get your eye out.
Alright, well. Henniker shrugs and says, well, I suppose we'll go take a look and see if we find anything.
Oh, and try not to damage it. These maintenance bioprobes aren't cheap.
Righto.
Well,
Oh, certainly try not to. Anything else before we go?
I don't see any reason.
Not for me.
Okay. Oh, Henniker thinks we should probably just go straight there to start taking a look around. I don't really have anything to grab on the way. Not really.
I mean, unless they're gonna give us a net or something to turn off a bioprobe.
I mean, it's already disabled,
Oh.
is what he said.
Oscar's going to lean over to Henniker and whisper, I swear though, if it tries to eat my hand, I'm killing it.
Don't think you'll have to worry about that. They said it was disabled. Though, he also did say we aren't supposed to damage it.
I'd like to think that I'm more important than a logical computer.
I mean, yeah, but, like, I've seen people regrow a lot more important things than just hands.
Ugh, don't remind me.
He was just kind of shifting awkwardly, given that he has an extra Parados.
You have also been sent a list of the of the previous cases of strange bioprobe behavior.
Oh, excellent. Any descriptive information in those?
Well, let's make that a check. What kind of check could we make?
Mind perceive, even though I suck at it.
Patata. Tomato tomato.
Well, I mean, everybody who would like to may do a check. I would like definitely a mind check. I would accept science protocol.
Oh, I have protocol.
I have a boon in protocol.
I have science.
Those with a background in TTI may add +1 to that check.
I have that
Okay.
too.
I do not.
I have to double check the Alvin because rolls work different now, right? Or checks rather.
They still work the same as last time, but different from all the previous games we have had so far. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't really used the boons yet, so this will be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is the DC?
Oh,
Or the difficulty?
DC
12.
difficulty's the same.
Sorry, what was that tag?
Let's go with a difficult of 1.
Oh, okay.
Because this is it's still something, you need to put the effort in, but this is still written in a way that's like not meant to be obtuse. You're supposed to understand this.
Okay, so I have 1 rank in protocol and I have 1 in mind perceive. So
Our
I'd roll
dice.
1d8, 1d8 plus 1.
All right. Well, let's go through this. So, checks are written at stat, proficiency, difficulty. So, Hanecker, what are you going to roll? Science or protocol?
Protocol.
Protocol. So it would be mind protocol 1.
Okay.
Now, yeah. When a check is rolled, you compare the matching stat score to the check's difficulty to determine what dice to roll. The difficulty is 1. Your mind stat. Your mind stat is
1.
1. So yeah, it would be D8 and D8.
Okay. Plus, do I add the +1 at the end?
You add your proficiency score.
Okay.
So you said you had the 1 on protocol.
Yes.
Yes, 1. Do you have a background in TTI?
No.
No. Then that's it.
With a boon, it'd be a D8 and a D10, right?
No.
7.
If I understand it correctly, the way it would be a D10 is if you had points up sufficient above it in your stat.
Yeah. If you scroll down to page 6, you see properties.
Yes.
Also,
That
I need
allow-
to BRB. I apologize.
Okay. That allow you to add a quality to your check. If your stats are like what is it, 5? If the difficulty for the task is 5 point lower or higher than your stat level, if you're basically if your stat is 5 point higher than the difficulty, you may add one of these.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a boon, you may do it anyway, no matter the
Oh,
difficulty.
okay.
That's why Sophia wrote boon reducing success to 10.
Yeah. If unless I misunderstand, that would mean someone like me who has 2 in his mind stat still is rolling 2d8. Correct?
It was
No.
difficulty 1, so you roll 1d8, 1d10, 1d10.
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I understood that properly. Thank you.
Okay, so
Alright.
I have.
You exceed the difficulty by 1, and it says if on page 5. If it exceeds the
Yeah.
difficulty by 1, roll a d8 and a d10. Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's super frustrating.
Okay, so I have. I have a 1 in mind. So I rolled the 2d8s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing
Are
the
you rolling
I'm rolling
science or
protocol,
protocol?
which I have a boon in, so I just get one of
Okay.
those buffs. And I
Yeah.
have the TTI bonus, so it's +1.
Yeah, and also +1 for your. You had a. What do you have in protocol?
Just a boon.
Oh, nothing. Okay, yeah. Then it's just +1 to your background. The property you can add is you perform the task silently, or you perform the task in a way that it was untraceable, or you achieve a 10% discount on your negotiation, or you succeed on a 10 instead of a 12.
I'll go with the succeed on 10 instead of 12.
Also, I forgot to mention it was science.
Okay.
Oh, not that I
Nice.
needed it.
Nice.
Okay.
Right. Just waiting for the yin to get back before I
Yelene.
hand out explanations.
The yellow Yelene. So, just as a reminder, the Alpacalypse is coming.
What?
Wait.
The Alpacalypse.
I don't understand.
Alpaca.
Puns.
Alpaca. Surely you mean the
no.
Llamageddon.
No, I get the joke, but I don't understand what it's a reference to.
Nothing. It's just a stupid pun.
Oh, okay.
Pass the time.
Oh,
To
okay.
be fair, his face rig is of the Dark Lord right now, so...
Fair. Which I was trying to figure out the face tracking stuff, but until I actually get it sorted, that's not happening. It was wigging the hell out.
Oh.
I'm glad I gave it a delay, because holy cow. It was per bad. The man's jaw almost swallowed his nose. It was bad. It was way bad. I'm like, excuse me, camera, what are you
should have
doing?
used it anyways, and we'll be
Oh.
distracted for the entire time.
Also, Tygon, if you glance in the Discord, I sent a GIF, which is basically Haneker's face when she was looking at the things on the table.
I saw it, yeah.
It seemed fitting.
Oh.
Then I'm gonna have to roll a navigation check to find your way.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch if it was perceive or exert.
Just basic check, not perceive.
Okay. Speaking of perceive is an actual check now instead of passive. I think it was passive at one point. Okay.
I need to read through it really closely to be sure, but it really sounds like Sev means perceived to be really more for opposed checks.
Which does make kind of a sort of sense. Like it's meant to be noticing the actions or intentions or other things of others.
Mhm.
Which isn't a bad thing, or noticing. I would extend that a little bit to noticing something that's out of place within an environment or within a given context.
Mhm.
But I'm not quite. Because, perfectly honest, I don't know if I'm quite comfortable with the idea of me perceiving something going on as necessarily having an active something happening. But that's just me, and that's just criticism because I don't fully understand where he's going quite yet.
Mhm.
What's this in regard to?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We were talking about perceive checks.
Ah.
Okay. Well, some of you had successes. Some of you just stare at the file and go, "What?" But after coordinating a little, you what you were able to decipher is that so far it has all been like small things.
Mhm.
You know, mostly minor bioprobes. Nothing that could be considered dangerous. And so far everything has been in public places. And so also everything has been public bioprobes. Like no bioprobes, no private bioprobes misbehaving. At least nobody has reported anything.
So what you're saying is basically for any of the workers, this is just like, oh, it's just acting a little funny, but to like the scientists and the back end people, they're like, what is going on? Why?
Pretty much, yeah. None of the cases by itself would be necessary that much out of the ordinary. You know, things occasionally happen, and like nothing dangerous has happened. You know, it's
Right.
just that a bioprobe, instead of telling you, hey, you go there, do this, it went somewhere else. You know, or it's like there's a cleaning bioprobe. You know, instead of doing its job, it started just basically walking against the wall for half an hour until somebody noticed.
The errors have been relatively benign, but the implications are bad.
It's basically purely the number of cases, and that they're all around this place that has raised red flags.
Yeah. Okay.
And with this place, I mean this area of the building that belongs to
Yeah.
GTI.
Okay. That definitely sounds worth investigating.
On a scale of an entire planet, especially for example Europa, this still wouldn't have raised any flags, because malfunctions happen.
Yeah.
But this is basically enough that somebody said, this is not right, something is wrong here.
Yeah.
Alright. Guess the most we can do is go over there since we looked at this file. Sort of up to date now.
Yeah. I would just head straight there. No use wasting time.
I mean, what would we do? You know? Let's get on with it.
Which one of us is going to reactivate it?
Not unless we're told to, or unless we think that's going to help figure something out. Because part of our contract, part of our mission in this contract is to not have it destroyed.
But again, the incidents have been harmless so far.
So far.
Okay. Well, everybody give me a find your way through the confusing layout of the building check.
I have a background.
Oh, I'm good at those.
I have a background in
Excuse
TPI.
me? No!
What would that be? Maybe.
And don't forget your walking checks.
Oh no, I'm bad at those.
I am especially bad at those.
I have athletics. I think I'm decent at that.
Guys, I have legs.
Oh no, that's a hindrance.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be.
They're not touching the ground.
Oh.
Oh, you failed your touching the ground check. That's bad.
Yeah, no, you're already off to a bad start. I guess having the mega levitation means you complicate walking checks.
Mm-hmm. No, it's you can find your way. It's not difficult.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, there's always the option to ask.
Exactly.
No asking for directions.
To quote the first Alice game, as knowing where you're going is preferably to being lost. Ask.
Indeed. Good
Too much
advice.
saying pride.
Did you just...
Okay. The area that you are being sent to is, like I said, a little abandoned research complex. Although research complex is a bit grandiose. Research complex makes you think of a huge place. This is if this was like, regular city, this would be a small building.
So it's like a lab and maybe some office space?
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Haneker kind of wrinkles her nose and says, "Reminds me of all those clinics where you'd go to get like gene therapy and stuff. Get dinged up in a match or something like that. So many needles and poking and prodding. Never liked it."
He was just gonna shout, it's like, "Ugh. I know how that is."
Can't say I'm familiar.
Everybody should have a token.
Yes.
Yes.
And I can move the token.
Excellent. Yeah. So you get in without a problem. You do have proper authorization. Yeah. This is like nobody has been here in quite a while.
Oh joy!
How long ago was this incident?
This was basically earlier today.
Interesting. Well, Haneker is gonna step forward, take point, and
Huh? Okay.
boldly start looking around.
Oh no! Is the cog the high ego cog gonna let this happen? Gonna let someone be in front of her?
She better, because Haneker's kind of like not bowling her out of the way, but just kind of like
I'm just gonna say, if y'all don't get along, Perry, you getting bent over Uncle Oscar's knee, and you aren't gonna appreciate the spanking that happens. So behave and act like adults, or be treated like children.
Oh no, Haneker isn't being rude. She's just like, ooh, stuff.
See, that's different.
No, honestly, she's regarding just a little bit of amusement. Someone's getting excited over TTI junk.
Bernie, Black Bar's character, is gonna stay at the door and basically do the guard thing.
Okay.
Nobody come in, nobody come out. Otherwise, get shot by Noodle.
Exactly.
Hey, we don't need any police tape or anything. We have our own.
We have a living one. A living police rope.
Yep.
Security rope.
Looking around, did the incident say where this happened?
Probably.
I'm gonna try and locate the bioprobe.
I'm going to question why there's nobody at the front desk, apparently.
Because this place has not been in use for a long time.
Okay.
It's closed. There's nobody supposed to be here.
Oh. Okay,
What's
cause
it smell like in here? Out of curiosity.
Well, do you have do you have any like smell reclamation thingy?
No, unfortunately. I'm gonna ask about that next time I get it, even though it'd technically be cross family.
Okay. Well, at first it smells, a little, what do you call it, musty. Like, this just nobody in here for a long time, and it means nobody brought in any dirt or anything. But there's also been nobody here who's been cleaning for a long time.
Oh, great.
As you make your way deeper, like this reception room sort of thing, you start picking up a sour kind of smell. There's even a little, let's say, bitey.
Nom.
Kind of like
Alright,
an
who left?
antiseptic smell.
are these papers actually here?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, probably. This consider it a representation of a bit of general disorder.
Okay.
Disarray!
I was gonna say I'm gonna examine them and see what they are, and assume they're shopping lists or something I don't understand.
Haneker is gonna wrinkle her nose and look around and say, if I was going to mess with bioprobes and reprogram them to cause havoc or for industrial espionage purposes, this would be a good place to do it. It's out of the way.
It's also in the same building.
I mean, yeah. Still, we should probably find the probe before waste too much time.
According to your map, it's supposed to be around here. To your left. To the left of the...
Yeah, I see the ping.
Okay, good.
Peek through here.
Mm-hmm. The smell grows stronger.
While Yu's rounding this corner, he's gonna knock on the wall and just say hello. Just to make sure there's nobody here.
Nobody's answering.
Good.
I am concerned, just as a general thing. Because, I don't like us walking into two different rooms.
Too bad.
I'm fine with it, so long as we're doing it in pairs. Because it's safer that way.
That's fair.
And if someone takes it out of context, I swear I'll beat you up. Heckin' hackers. It's the buddy system.
The two left birds over there.
I will punch you, so help me.
So
Straight
violent.
through the internet.
It's so violent for someone who's seeking enlightenment.
I hate to tell you, but the player and the character are very different individuals.
Also seeking enlightenment. Doesn't mean he's found it yet.
He has a point.
Yeah, it's right on the tip of my face. There's two of them.
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep going through this side room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for security cameras, just in case we,
I
like,
didn't need to ping.
want video evidence or video record of what happened.
That's a good thing.
They're security cameras, yeah.
Do we have we don't have any general layout for this building, do we?
We have a map.
I mean, you have what you see.
Background in TTI. I imagine I'm somewhat familiar.
Okay. Well, the reason I'm
Okay.
asking is because if there are cameras and all the stuff hasn't been taken down or removed, which it may have been,
Mm-hmm.
but if it hasn't been, if everything hasn't been stripped, because, you know, lots of companies do, then we would know kind of where that goes, where they keep it.
Well, the thing is that, like I said, this let's call it building, you know, where you are right now. This area hasn't been in use for a good while, and it's, at least by what you can, by the looks of it, nothing here has power.
Oh, okay. Henniker is gonna keep moving through here.
Mm-hmm. As you push this door open,
Mm-hmm.
that sour, you want to say almost acidic smell hits you like a punch in the nose, and you also immediately realize where it's coming from.
Oh.
Right in front of you, this wall, there is a huge hole.
Oh. Like big enough to step through?
Yes.
Interesting.
And it has obviously been burned into that wall by some sort of corrosive agent.
I don't want to touch that.
It's not sizzling or even smoking anymore.
That's one hell of a battery acid leak.
It's but you know, it's the like rim of the hole looks very melty, and just the smell still hangs in the air.
Henniker kind of looks at it, and she's actually gonna approach and look through.
You was gonna look around this. You just kind of peek around this corner. It's like, ugh, what is that?
I'm not sure. Looks like something ate through this wall.
Mm-hmm. You also notice that this wall is it's a very sturdy wall.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is not, you know, simple thing to divide two rooms. This is
Okay.
okay. This I mean, not say that it's a, what's it called, load bearing wall, but this was a significant wall.
Mm-hmm. So this was more to divide two separate businesses or
Factory floor and front desk.
yeah, this was essentially a like architectural feature more than it was a room flow.
Yep.
Or design.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can I give the wall a quick knock? See what, is it metallic or?
That is a metallic wall, yes. Don't need to knock. You can see that.
Okay.
Kanneker is gonna look through.
It kind of looks like a storage / loading area. Definitely used for the movement of material. And there is what you assume is the bioprobe in question is in this room. I apologize for not having any sort of icon for it. I could not find anything.
Okay. Whereabouts is it?
Just like, well, no, about here. Like it's not by the looks of it. It went through the hole and then a few more steps, whatever you call it, and then it's just lying there.
Huh. Hey guys, I found the probe.
Neat. You was gonna look around for something sufficiently long and sticky to poke at the stuff on the hole in the wall to make sure it's safe.
You could probably find something.
Long and sticky.
If nothing else, you can just grab a seat cushion from one of the couches and push it against the rim of the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Slow it on through. Cheating.
You can do that. It looks whatever has burned this hole has become inert.
Cool. And I will go through too.
You do notice that the like around the rim, the metal, the like metal-looking metal, is actually soft. Kind of almost spongy.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Did we get more details on this particular incident and what it did? I'm assuming the hole on the wall is what happened.
Well, you would have to check your files.
Do I have to do a check to check the files?
Yeah, I would like a
Logic or something?
a check. Logic. That's actually the other one I was looking for. Logic or protocol for everybody who would like to check the file.
Difficult?
I'm gonna stick with one.
Okay.
I'll roll protocol if you want to roll logic.
Yeah, I don't have anything on protocol.
Okay. A little bit of my bipolar luck showing up again.
I don't have any focus.
Oh right, you can use focus to re-roll stuff out of combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is silly.
Do you
Yeah.
have a boon?
I do not. Therefore I cannot re-roll that one.
That even if not, that was only in combat.
Oh. So you could reroll that one.
No. That still counts. You can't reroll once. You would have to increment it up to a 2, and then you can reroll it. Although if you were doing that, you could just increment it up 2 times, and then you would be at 12.
Yeah.
No, it's just that only inside of combat boons does it that you can that you may reroll once. Outside of combat, it allows you to add a property to your check.
Okay. Interesting.
So yeah, boons and faults do different things in and out of combat. Rezi, what role was that?
The checking the files?
What are you using for that? Protocol or logic?
Logic. They're both the same, but I'm using logic, which is nothing and nothing.
But didn't you say you had a boon in protocol?
Oh, you're right. I do. Okay, so I'll use that.
Yep, because then you can make it so that you succeed on a 10 instead of a 12.
Oh, right. It's almost like I made this character sheet or something and should know this. So yeah,
Yes,
What is this,
I'll
though?
use that.
Okay. Well, this was discovered like a few hours ago. Not because of any damage that was done, but because the bioprobe was missing.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had the wonderful grace of getting a nosebleed.
Oh,
Ooh.
fun.
Joy.
So
Yeah.
we found the bioprobe and a big hole in the wall. It's been melted.
Are we happy we found the bioprobe, or is it mad at us?
No,
It's-
it's,
but
it's
it's-
currently
It's just lying there.
inactive.
Oh, it's the Roomba. I am tired and don't know how to work anymore. I go sleep now.
It is distinctly bigger than a Roomba. It is. If I had tokens for that, it would definitely be of the large variety. And well, to add a quick description, it sort of looks like a let's say a mix of a spider and an octopus.
Annika kind of scratches her head looking at it. Weird looking fella.
And it's you have seen these things crawling around on walls and things. If anybody, the file simply calls it a maintenance probe. If any of you would like to do a science check to see if you know or can tell more about it.
I do not have any science.
I have science.
Okay. This would be a difficulty 2 check.
Okay. One.
I'll let
Boom.
the eggheads roll that one.
And. Bleh. Dice are being mean.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh, your fault.
Yeah, you know, it says maintenance in the file, and that's about as much as you know. So yeah, this maintenance bioprobe had been reported missing, and in investigation had revealed that it had basically crawled off to this place, which is where a team found it. You know, basically security team. Basically the police for this area.
Mm-hmm.
They found it here, and wait, yes, Razi succeeded. And a very preliminary report just concluded that something has burnt a hole in the wall. They made no speculation what or how. And well, yeah, the bioprobe was here. The what would you call it? An inhibitor was used to disable it to make sure it stays there. And then the area was locked off for an official investigation team, i.e., you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Alright, so it seems like the official consensus is this thing is just sort of like, hey, it malfunctioned, don't know why, don't know how, but it's hashtag just bioprobe things. But Haneker is actually going to look around the area and see if there's any sort of sign that it was, I don't know, lured here or something? Any sign of activity that shows something more recent than the current abandonment? I'm not sure what that would be. Maybe...
That would probably be a perceive check.
Okay.
Where is my roots? Let me give this a quick read over. Okay. Yeah. Basically, the check itself basically works the same. So that would be a body check. And what would be sounded like you were expecting foul play, so that would be sabotage.
Sabotage.
Let me check something real quick. Just
I have no boon or fault in that. I have 2 in body perceive.
Just the difficulty is 2, so you would roll 2d8. Let me check something about the proficiencies real quick first. Should be somewhere here. There we go. Yeah, no, gotta stick with sabotage.
I will be right back.
Okay.
So sticking with sabotage, I'm going to roll 2d8 plus nothing.
Yes.
I'm gonna re-roll that 3.
Okay.
Bit of a long shot, but Haneker has a hunch, and she desperately wants to eliminate that hunch. Really?
Apparently, yes.
Okay. Oh well.
Well, I'm surprised
You are denied.
Yeah.
Okay. While you do not find anything specific,
Mhm.
as you look around, you can tell that somebody has indeed been here recently.
Oh.
No, I mean, with the like I said, the place hasn't been used or cleaned in quite a while. So it's actually as you it wasn't that noticeable closer because contrary to popular belief, places where nobody goes actually don't get very dusty.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of the dust is carried around by people.
Yeah.
But as you do take a closer look around, you can definitely say just by the way the dust is kind of
Settled.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the actual footprints in the dust. It's just that it's obvious that somebody was, well, maybe something moved around.
Interesting. Haneker kind of scratches her chin. and looks at it for a little bit and says, I'm no forensics expert or anything, and this is a little bit over my head, but it looks like somebody was moving around in here.
Knowing that, anybody else may do the same check.
Fault and sabotage, so...
Faults and sabotage?
No, I don't have a fault in stealth. I have a boon in sabotage.
Oh. Oh, hey.
I misread that. Difficulty?
2.
Mind... Okay.
No body.
Body.
It's
Okay.
Body.
Perceive or...
Yes, perceive.
Crap. Alright.
Okay, back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Body perceive sabotage check, please.
Pain. I just one above the usual, at least.
Yeah. Excuse me. Rezi? You gonna roll too?
I have no points, so yeah.
You may still roll.
Okay. I'm just saying I'm probably gonna roll badly.
Oh, don't be pessimistic. Anniker doesn't like it.
Look sternly up at the one he rolled earlier. Yeah, pessimistic. Right.
Anybody else rolling? Oh.
Look at that prediction. Look at it.
That's
Gaze
because
upon it.
You were pessimistic. You ruined it.
Gaze upon the universe hating me.
Rezi, you should try.
That's it.
Rezi probably got pulled away again.
No, I was muted. I'm sorry. I was pulled away when we determined what this role is. So what are we doing and why?
You are basically looking around because Henneka noticed that apparently somebody has been here,
Okay.
and so it's a body perceive sabotage check.
Oh. Oh, so that's just 2d8s for me. Difficulty 1?
2.
Difficulty 2. Oh,
Ouchie.
I have 1.
So 1d6, 1d8.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That was... What?
I
Did it
forgot.
roll it?
I
Do-
forgot
do-
the plus.
You forgot the plus.
Yeah, do that again. Oh, it's still a 3.
What is with the threes?
3.
Roll 20. Are you okay?
No. It almost gave me 666, but it gave me 667, so...
Neighbor of the beast. Sorry. Well,
Huh. So, yeah, your conclusion is, yeah, there's definitely been somebody here.
No idea what they... or what they did.
yeah.
There were people here.
What you can determine is that their activity seems to have been centered around, definitely around this area, and it doesn't look like they really went anywhere else in the place.
So rather intentional then.
Can I?
It looks like, that they entered, through the main door the same way, basically the same way you came. Came in the same way and went straight for this area.
And the bioprobe is where again?
Around here.
It's a long shot, but I'm gonna look up, see if there's anything noticeable.
On the ceiling?
Yeah,
No.
like I said, long shot. Guess we'll look at the bioprobe itself now.
Yeah. Haneker is suspicious of the whole affair, but has nothing to go off of with the current information, so she's gonna let you smart people actually check out the bioprobe.
Alright. Yeah. I'll make my way over to it, and what would be an appropriate check for, I guess?
Science.
Its current state.
Science.
I have a
difficulty?
rank in this.
And also, which main check?
I'm gonna say that would be mind.
Do you mind?
Are you more like checking it out or trying to figure something out about it? What actually are you doing?
Mostly examining it, just getting a feel for its current state, I guess.
Also might
Okay.
want to look for any signs of, like,
I will do that later, because that'll turn it into a sabotage check.
Fair enough.
Yeah, mind, science, I'm gonna say difficulty 2.
Okay. Finally!
No.
Nice. Alright, so it is definitely alive.
Mm-hmm.
There is a little device attached to it, which you which
the
I
inhibitor.
you identify as the inhibitor. Which is it's a sort of like device that like it emits pheromones that basically tell the bioprobe, sleep. It turns it off as far as you can turn a living thing off.
Right.
Okay. So doesn't appear to have been harmed at all. Seems fine.
No, you do not detect any damage to it. Anything wrong with it at all, as far as you can tell.
And I guess now I'll check for tampering. See if something has been done to the... No, the inhibitor chip was added later, so it wouldn't be that.
Yeah, it would be before the inhibitor chip was installed, or the inhibitor device.
It's not a chip. It actually does look like a breathing mask, and it's not necessarily actually like over on top of anything and anything where the bioprobe is inhaling, but yeah, it's just something that emits a pheromone that keeps it disabled.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, I'll give it a shot. We're looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Guys.
Yes?
Guys, it's a smell that literally sends it to the sleepy time junction.
Yes.
We're not
That
noticing
would be
any.
mind sabotage.
We're not noticing any sleepiness, are we?
Difficulty?
Well, no, we're not bioprobes, so we're not programmed to have that response when we smell that.
I don't know. It could be some kind of nerve agent.
Ah! I'll let someone else take a look.
This is, all I can say is, this seems to be a day of, hello, would you like to roll a die? No! Yeah.
Any other eggheads in the group?
Well, I mean, I have a thing in science.
Please. It's being mean to me.
Okay. So that's it. This is a mind science thing, yes?
Oh, wait,
Yes.
we're checking sabotage right now.
Oh, in which case, I just have a raw roll, so that's gonna be 1d6, 1d8.
Anyone else wanting to help? Hey, you did better than me.
Oh, but I also rolled another 1. That's 3 of them in a row.
Do you have any focus?
Witness the pain.
Oh, wait. Oh, kind of.
You know, people remember your focus. You can use that.
I don't have any.
Let me see.
Do I have any perks, maybe, that'll...
Bail us out.
No. I got bioluminescence and thermodynamics.
Well. I suppose, gosh, I suppose while this is all happening, Anniker could try and, I guess, kind of look for clues. Like any sort of, like, biological evidence, any sort of, you know, who the heck was in here sort of looking.
Sorry, what was that?
I suppose Hanniker could, like, look for clues, just kind of see if there's any, like, anything that got left behind, any weirdness in the area. I feel like to a certain extent that might be a little bit of a red herring, the actual environment, but at the same time I do want to check off all of my bases before we completely dismiss the possibility that if there was someone here, they left something behind.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, there would be a body perceive.
Okay.
I'm gonna say protocol.
Protocol? Okay. I'll add +1 to that. So 2d8 plus 1. Actually, no, what's the DC?
2.
2. Okay. 2d8 plus 1. Hey! I did a thing! I'm so proud of myself.
Yes! At last. Somebody actually did a thing.
Calling me
All
from
right.
Pennsylvania, they can wait.
After a good deal of searching, you notice actually on one of these couches here, a little device.
Oh.
Is it underneath the cushion that Resi picked up?
No.
No, that would have been convenient.
No, it's a your best guess is that okay, somebody sit down here, put it down, and then simply forgot it when they got up. And the reason it you noticed it is because it's basically a door cracker.
Oh.
Oh!
Little device that you put in, where you would normally put like a hold your toggle to get access to something. And that will hack a door. It's not very sophisticated. Like any serious security is not going to be fooled by that. But a place like this that has been hasn't been in use for a few years and nobody really cares about, yeah, you can see that how somebody would get in here with such a thing.
Haneker is gonna leave it sitting on the cushion and is gonna take a picture of it with her toggle case, because I'm assuming toggle cases have some sort of phone-like functionality in that regard.
Oh yeah.
And I am going to. I don't really have any evidence collection kits or anything like that, but
I'm gonna say you have something like that.
okay.
I imagine that they would have given us something like that since, they asked us to go do an investigation.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. In that case, Haneker will bag it and mark it for, hey, I found a thing here. Like, leave a little placard there. See if, but try not to contaminate the device at all.
Okay.
And she will tell the others, like, hey, I found a thing. Like one of those little door cracker things that you see in the spy movies.
I love spy movies.
Somebody tried to break in here. Somebody succeeded.
Whoa. Are we in a spy movie?
No.
Not yet, we're not. Though this does beg the question, if something so simple was able to bust in, how long were they here and how long did it take?
As long as it took to do whatever they wanted to do and get out, I presume. I mean, it wouldn't be too complicated to get in here, and there's no alarms.
And it doesn't look like was anything, well, eating seems to have gone on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last part. What was that?
Oh, I was just noting that there doesn't seem to be any signs of conflict in the area. So, what I was saying is that they're probably right. They got what they needed to do done and just left on their own without being forced to leave or something.
Yeah, they didn't run off. That said, they left something behind, so they might have left in a hurry regardless.
All it takes is one nosy IRPF officer, and boom.
I honestly think there is one more question that we are forgetting.
Yeah.
Was this person here before the bioprobe, or did it come with?
That is a good question. Hacker kind of scrunches up her face like she's thinking way too hard, and it kind of hurts a little bit.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you this. It's like with the with the data you have, it's impossible to tell.
Yeah. Would it be possible to check surrounding surveillance stuff? Like, how, like, it's obvious that they probably just cracked open the front door with the little thingy or something, but, like, can we confirm that? Can we get, like, security camera footage from the areas?
Not here, but that is something you can probably do.
Okay.
And that goes into public security, so you probably have to contact the
IRPF or
Or whoever's in charge of the security in the area. At the very least, that means we have a direct... This is a thing that we can have the folks we're reporting to talk to somebody about. Because while we might not necessarily have the clout to do this, they definitely could go, hey, this is our building, we need to harvest some information about what happened here. Mind?
Yeah.
Most businesses tend to be pretty agreeable about that sort of stuff. You look out for us, we look out for you, everybody plays nice.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to security, that's... but...
I'll be right back, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, what was that?
Oh, I just need to let you guys know in about 10 minutes I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just figured I'd let you know ahead of time.
Cool. So yeah, Panicker suggests that we essentially finish searching the place, see if there's any other evidence of activity, specifically what they were trying to do, and try and build a time frame. And then I don't know, see if the TTI lab can't see if there was any signs of modification on the bioprobe. Bit of a long shot, but I want to see, like, if this thing was directly and intentionally tampered with.
Okay. Okay. Well, in this case, everybody give me one more body perceive sabotage check.
Okay.
Difficulty is still 2.
Oh wait, no, difficulty. Oh wait, no, never mind. I have 2 in body exert, not perceive.
I've literally rolled nothing but 1s today. Dude, there's never been a roll I've made today that didn't have a 1 in it. God damn it.
Roll 20 doesn't like perceive checks, apparently.
Apparently not.
You know, I know it's an RNG thing, so like, hey, I can't really blame it. But at the same time, heck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
I mean, I don't have to have a resounding success, but a success every now and again certainly helps move the plot a little.
Yep. Would have been nice.
It doesn't help that we don't have a dedicated character who's good at, like, sabotage. That I know of.
Yeah.
Unless somebody's
Well,
not
I mean-
saying something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I hate to be that guy, but I don't think any of us are really into that as far as
Nope.
character-wise. So, which means we have to think of ways to work around that weakness.
Yep.
Yeah, because you is just kind of muscle.
Just gonna wait for Melissa to get back so she can roll her check.
Cool. The other than us not being able to roll very well, it still seems to be going okay as far as most of the stuff we've tested / tried.
By the way, positive feedback also is totally okay to write in the feedback document.
Definitely.
It's not just for, hey, this doesn't work, or this is maybe wrong, or that stuff is important, no doubt. But if there's something that you feel works really well, that you really like, then by all means put that in there as well.
Okay. Um. Just trying to think. I'm not a clever man.
Neither is you. He can read.
You are not a man at all. You're a yin.
Yeah. I'm not a cleverine.
I am no man. Ye look upon a pig.
Do you sell turnips?
No, but I fly ships.
Oh.
Small personal ones.
Is it weird that that Let's Go Fly a Kite from Mary Poppins just popped into my head?
Nope, not at all. I made a vaguely British sounding accent and talked about flying. It makes perfect sense.
See, now I'm thinking Crimson Skies.
I'm thinking DMFA.
And now y'all are bouncing all over the place. You quit that.
No, it's because of the Mary Poppins reference. that
Yes. Oh god, I remember that one.
Let's go fly a sheep up where the heights are steep.
I love
was
that
a-
character.
That was adorable.
The undead sheep.
Mhm.
Girl. Yeah, no, that whole plot arc was great.
It was.
Indeed.
I'm sorry about the trouble. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I would like another mind perceived sabotage check from you, so please.
Difficulty?
2.
And you said mind perceive?
Yes.
Ouchie.
Body perceive. Sorry, body perceive.
Still ouchie.
Oh.
Hey, okay.
Oh, nice. We actually have a success. What a
kidding.
novel sensation. Okay. Well, as far as you can tell, yeah, there hasn't really been anybody in any other parts of the building. Doesn't look like anything was taken. Not that it looked like there's anything worth taking here. You know. Not even in this room that the hole has been burned into. You know. That doesn't look like anything was removed. You know, there's no suspiciously patches blank of dust where maybe a crate had been or something.
Right. So it doesn't look like this thing got co-opted for a robbery or something.
Indeed.
I'll share the findings with the group. And I don't think there's anything else for us here.
Mm-hmm.
Not immediately, no.
All right. Well, Rach, you said you had to go, right?
Yeah, unfortunately I do.
Oh, that is okay. We started with a big delay, but can't be helped. So yeah,
I feel bad.
Don't. It happens. But yeah, that means I'm gonna call it here for today.
Okay.
Sorry that it's a short session.
That's fine.
I mean, we kind of had a long one last week, so...
That is true. But this is a semi-decent stopping point. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll call it here.
Evidence in hand.
Yes, you can return, and I mean you have some.
We have solid stuff for them to get on, and it's good.
You have some ideas how to proceed. So some definitely something to do next time.
Yeah.
All right. You may take 10 XP, everybody.
Yay! We got XP for last session, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
We should
So
have...
we should
we should have a total of 230.
Okay.
Our running total for our current amount is 20 XP on top of what we spent at character creation.
So that should be... And we should be tracking total XP because landmark is based on total XP.
So I have total XP written down where it says experience points, and then on the sheet where you actually spend your XP, I just have a little thing off to the side of how much I've spent.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put that in my notepad.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of,
I have 20. There we go.
So
Alright, I have that saved. I'm
20.
going to...
Or 230.
what is that sheet actually called?
Huh?
Progression track? Or progression chart?
Yep, progression chart.
Okay, there is the new one that reflects new XP total because I didn't even have last session's on the previous sheet. Total on top and current on bottom. And I'm going to probably ask to spend some of that next session.
You will have a chance to do that.
Excellent. but I figure you don't have a chance to do that in between.
Anything else? Any questions, comments, threats to the GM?
Well, I mean, I can save those threats till for tomorrow, so whatever.
This is true.
Damn. Yeah.
Nothing especially. Everything seemed to work pretty well. We had some rough rolls, but other than that, it seemed to be fine.
Yeah. It was a decent session, even if we didn't get too much done. I got a feel for how the roles are, and
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully I'm gonna be able to remember better how the roles function, because
I was gonna say the same thing.
because it's just gonna take some time to beat into my head, and it's nothing to do with the rules and everything to do with I learn by trying.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
had fun, and honestly, I think Sev is taking it in the right direction as far as the current system.
Agreed. Alright.
But
I might sometimes over the weekend or early next week try to set up another combat test.
okay.
Just for the testing. I have to see. It's like no concrete plans for that yet.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Well,
thing to keep
y'all
in
have
mind.
a good one.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Farewell,
Bye.
people of the internet.